Okay, I think it's a good time to start the session now. I welcome you all to today's session. Thank you very much for joining us in the session by ZNet Technologies and Microsoft. It's a pleasure to have you all join us. In this session, we will be focusing on Microsoft Copilot, and I am Pawan Jangir. I heads marketing at ZNet Technologies, and I will be your host and moderator in today's session. We are also joined by uh, Nishant Gupta, who is the team lead for the technical team at Microsoft. And we also have Twinkle Sachdeva, who is the technical solution specialist in the Microsoft team. And we also have Mr. Harmeet Narula, who is the team director uh, as a part of the panel. And in this session, our objective would be to understand more about Microsoft Copilot in detail and how businesses can leverage Microsoft Copilot to drive more efficiency for their team, how the leadership team can become more efficient and drive better results, more productivity for themselves and also for the larger team as well. Uh, I will now proceed ahead to cover the agenda. As I mentioned that we have the experts on our panel. First of all, I will just set the brief context of today's session and the uh, partnership that is there between SetNet Technologies and Microsoft. After that, Mr. Nishant and Twinkle will take over for a detailed deep dive on Microsoft Copilot. First, we will have a brief introduction about the product Microsoft Copilot, and then Twinkle will walk us through the business benefits and some business use cases which you can relate to, how you can use Copilot in your day-to-day operations, how you can implement it to automate the repetitive tasks and streamline your internal operations. And towards the end, we will have a couple of slides on why you should go for Copilot with ZNet Technologies. What are the different distinguishing factors that ZNet brings to the table? What different benefits you can get with ZNet
इसका
Technologies?
screenshot ले लो.
And at the end, we will have a Q&A session. And I encourage you all to ask your questions in the chat window during the session. And our speakers, our experts will answer them towards the end. So before we proceed ahead, I will just take 1 more minute of your time about setting the context about the partnership between ZNet and Microsoft. ZNet Technologies has been a Microsoft partner for more than a decade now. We have been a long-standing relationship with Microsoft, and we have a special relationship here that we were one of the very first Microsoft CSPs in India who were appointed under the CSP program in 2014. And over the years, we have developed the product expertise. We have in-house experts on Microsoft products, which can help you to implement the technical solutions which you need on Microsoft and help you 24/7 for anything that you need on Microsoft. And with that, I would mention that I have a couple of more slides on detailed benefits that we provide, like automation for your billing and managing your Microsoft solutions that you purchase from us. We have a special automation platform that we have developed, which differentiates us from other providers that I will share in detail towards the end. So I encourage you to understand about the Microsoft Copilot first, and at the end, I will share some detailed insights about our platform as well. So, without further ado, I will now ask Nishant to take over. Nishant, over to you.
Thank you, Pawan, for the brief introduction about the Copilot. And hi, everyone. Thank you for joining this session, and thank you for taking out your time to learn about Microsoft Copilot and want to see the functionality what is M365 Copilot have, right? So today we are going to be discuss about the M365 Copilot. how this Copilot or AI technology of Microsoft will help you while working in your day-to-day tasks, and what type of functionalities you can utilize while working with the M365 applications. Because nowadays, each and every organization, even the employees are also talking about the AI. Everyone wants to be use an AI in some in different tasks for their different tasks, right? Somebody are using for their personal using, somebody are using for their official using, right? So can we use AI technology into our work environment so that the task which we need to be do it on time, which we are spending a lot of time to complete a single task, can we utilize AI technology to complete those tasks in a very quicker manner? The answer is yes. We have that technology. We have that M365 Copilot, right? And where we it can help us to increase our productivity or increase our efficiency also, right? So let's discuss some fact first, right? Then we will see that what is Copilot and how we can utilize a Copilot in M365 application. So you can see this is the recent survey which was done by the VTI, and that shows that nearly 80% of the businesses are believing that AI is imperative, and if somebody wants to be stay competitive in the market, that organization, that person have to be use an AI, right? It could be their personal use also, it could be the official use also. The person have to be use an AI technology, then if it really want to be stay a competitive in the market, right? And out of those, 60% of the businesses are lack of vision, then how they can implement the AI, how they can use an AI. They know that AI technology is there. They know that this is the AI technology, but they do not know how to use it, what type of prompts they need to be asked, what type of prompt they write, they need to be write to get any specific information through the AI technology, right? So these are the things which is a very important while you're working with the AI technology, right? So today we are going to be discuss that what type of prompt you have to be write, how you can create a new prompt, how you can take an help of AI to get any informations, to create any content or anything in a very quicker manner, right? So you can see if 60%, nearly 60% businesses are unsure that how to quantify the productivity gain through the AI technology, right? If they do not know what type of prompt, they do not know which applications they want to be used for which task, so they are not able to get a quantify, or they are not able to get a best ROI while working with the AI. So today we are going to be discuss all these facts that why we need AI, how you can use AI, and how you can create a ROI by using a AI technology into your day-to-day task, right? So let's discuss about what is Copilot. So first of all, Copilot is a AI technology which was recently created by the Microsoft. Now it will work with you as an assistant, right? So somebody already have, or somebody is already working in the upper management, so they have some assistant, right? So they are giving some work to their assistant that please complete this work for me, and I have to be create a report, or I have to be share the report to any other person, right? So for that assistant, you have to be provide some document, you have to be provide some data, and assistant will work for you on the basis of your requirement. Similarly, Copilot will work for you. You have to be write a prompt, you have to be provide the knowledge or a document or the informations from where you create any content, or if you from where you can get any informations from the document, right? So similarly it will work you, right? So when you are giving any work to the assistants or a junior, you have to be tell that I am looking for this type of information. Similarly, you have to be write a prompt to the Copilot that I am looking from this type of information from this document, and Copilot will create those information from that particular document. You do not need a person, you do not need anyone, you do not need to be uh, believe anyone, or you do not need to be check the things, or AI will do by their own self. It gives you a information in a fraction of minute, right? It will not take a more than 1 minute or 2 minutes to create any content or to provide any information which is available on that particular document. Similarly, the what type of advantages we are getting while working with the Copilot. So first of all, the advantage which we are getting through the Copilot is that it will integrate with multiple tools, right? Most of the people who are attending this webinar, they are using a multiple M365 application. Some person are using Outlook, some person are using Excel, or most of the people are using all the application, right? But it depends upon the nature of their work, that what type of application they are using more often, right? So on the basis of your work, on the basis of your target or your task, you can select that which applications you want to be use a Copilot, and how to write a prompt, how to create a information or grab the information from the Copilot, right? So it will integrate with all the application. It will integrate with Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, OneNote, SharePoint, every applications who are working, who are comes under the M365 application will integrate with the M365 Copilot. You do not need to be purchase a different Copilot license for different application. Only one license is sufficient for you if you really want to be use a Copilot in your productivity applications, right? So I'm talking about a productivity application. So Microsoft have a lot of application. Microsoft have a Power BI and other applications also. So that Copilot is totally different. But yes, for productivity application, that it could be your Teams, it could be your Outlook, Word, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint. These are your productivity applications, and you only need a one license, and you can integrate all the M365 Copilot in all these applications. Right. Secondly, the advantage is we are getting through the Copilot. It's a Microsoft graph grounding. So previously, if I want to be create any document, right? If I have a multiple files, might be possible one file in my Teams, might be possible one file in my OneDrive, another file in my SharePoint, or there could be some informations on my email. So what I have to be do, I have to be read all the document in a different applications, right? I need to be open it, I need to be read it, I need to be find the relevant information in that document and create a content or create a information or a document on the basis of the requirement, right? But now Microsoft Graph Grounding will work for you, right? You do not need to be switch an application. Whatever the informations you have in your applications, right? Outlook, Teams, PowerPoint, whatever the applications you are using, and if you have the information related to that topic, so Microsoft Graph Grounding collab all the information and gives you a response. For example, that I am working in sales, right? And I have a one deal with my customer. I have shared something on my email, right? This is the information or some Copilot information that Copilot have this type of advantages. This much of license you need to procure it, or that is the pricing. All the information I send it in the Outlook or over a email. Meanwhile, I already did a one demonstration of a Copilot in a Microsoft Teams, right? And I already shared some document of Copilot on my Microsoft Teams with the customer. So if I want to be create a summary that what customer is looking for, what I have give the solution, what was the price of that solution, and what was the customer saying to procure those solution. I have to be create a summary. So rather than writing those summary by my own self, but grab the information from the different document, I just write a prompt to the Copilot that please create a summary on this particular deal, and I have to be give the more information that what type of informations I am looking for in the Copilot. So I have write a simple prompt that please provide me the executive summary of this particular deal or this particular opportunity, and what was the customer saying, and when the customer will buy these particular services. So these types of question I have to be write in the Copilot, and Copilot gives me a response, right? So we need to be understand one thing that Copilot is working in the chat GPT models, right? It's a 4.0 GPT model. So whenever you want to be looking any information through the Copilot, you have to be write a prompt. the more precise in asking or the more precise questions you are writing in the prompt, the more precise informations you are getting from the Copilot. Right? Similarly, in the last example, if I am just adding a three words prompt that share the executive summary, it will me share the executive summary only, right? But if I am asking what was the customer saying, what was customer saying on that, when the customer will purchase the services, and is there any more information or is there any further round of demonstration we have to provide a customer or customer asks, if I'm writing these liners in that prompt, I will get all the information which I'm looking for. So the more precise prompt you are writing to the Copilot, the more precise informations you are getting from it. Right. The third advantage is which we are getting through the Copilot that it's a 1400 pre-built connectors. It's a lot of connectors we have, right? We are using a business applications. We are using other business applications also. We do not need to be uh, purchase a Copilot for another application. We already have a 1400 pre-built connectors, right? So, for example, I'm using a Jira application for the ticketing tool, right? So I can do the connector is available in the Microsoft application or the apps. You can just connect your M365 Copilot into that application and it will work with it. Right? So it's a pre-built connector we have in the Copilot 1400. It's a huge and Microsoft always try to increase these numbers. Right? So might be possible in future you will get more application or you will get more pre-built connectors through the Microsoft to use a Copilot in different applications also. Right. The fourth advantage is we are getting that we can create our own chatbot, right? Previously, before the Copilot, the people who wants to be create a chatbot, it's a very tedious work or it's a tedious thing, and they need a lot of manpower. They need a developer team. They need some people who will work on that project. But through the Copilot, you can create your own Copilot chatbot within a minute. You do not need to be you do not need a developer team. You do not need a person who is pro in the prompt writing, who is pro in the AI technology. You just give the information to the chatbot, and whatever the questions you will ask it, it will fetch the information from the knowledge which you have already provided and gives you a response. Right? So you can create your own chatbot, right? But this chatbot is only working for you only. It will not be published onto the public website. It will not going to be published into your organization website or in your for the internal use also. You can create it for your own personal use, right? If you really want to be published for your customer facing chatbot, if you want to be created, if you want to be created for your internal or organization use, then we have another tool, Copilot Studio. From that, you can do it. But through M365 Copilot license, you can create for for your use only, right? Not for another person use. We have an enterprise grade security. So people have a lot of questions or they have a lot of concern about the security while working with the M365 Copilot. So they are scared that if they are giving information to the Copilot, can it go outside our organization? The answer is no, because Copilot is working on the tenant boundary. Copilot will not provide or Copilot will not give an access of your information to anyone. Right? There is a lot of concern about this thing that if I'm using a Copilot, can I access another person file also through the Copilot? The answer is no, because I don't have access of that file, and that file is related to another user, so I cannot get an access through the Copilot. Right? If I have access of a file, then Copilot will work on it. I don't have an access of a file, then Copilot will not work on it. Right? Even if you are currently using any security solution into your environment, right? Some people might be using a Microsoft Purview or DLP policies, right? So if you're going to be utilized or if you're going to be use a Copilot of any file which labeled as a sensitive through the DLP policies, so whatever the informations you are getting through the Copilot, it all automatically labeled as a same sensitivity that this is the information is a highly confidential, right? So these types of enterprise grade security we have in the Copilot, right? The last, that most important thing, that people are going to be purchase a license, but they are not able to use it. So we have an adoption for that. So we have a lot of documents. We have a Copilot lab, and Copilot labs have a lot of prompt on the basis of task, on the basis of application. You can select it that I'm want to be use this application. I want to be use a Copilot for this task, and you will get some example of prompt over there. You can utilize those prompt, get hands-on experience on it, and after that, I'm sure that you can write your own prompt in a very quicker way, right? Even we have a new functionalities in a Copilot, that Copilot also write a prompt for you, right? We will show you in the live demo how you can utilize those functionality in the Copilot, right? Now let's talk about that where we can or Copilot will help us. So you can see here Copilot will help us for the CIO, CEO, executive, HR, operations, sales, marketing, finance, IT. In every sector, every department, Copilot will help you, right? And if you are going to be use a Copilot, I believe you will get a lot of benefits. You will get a lot of things through the Copilot, and you can also see that you do not need to be create any information, or you do not need to be switch different application to get any information through the Copilot, right? You can do it directly. So let's talk about that how Copilot will help for the executives, right? So in executive, you can see here the 68% of the people, they don't have enough focus time during their workday, right? Because they don't know that what type of things we need to be do it by today, or how quickly they can do it, right? Because executive are always busy in a different meeting, in a different task. So sometimes they are miss some meeting, sometimes they miss some emails also. So they need an AI, then how they can utilize an AI to quickly summarize their meeting, to quickly get the insight that what are the important emails they are getting. Everything will be done by the Copilot, and how we can show you in this way, right? So for example, that if somebody is working as a executive, right? Somebody is working as a CEO or a team lead or a manager level post, right? So what they can do, they started a day with their meeting in a Microsoft team. So they have a one customer call, right? And they are going to be use a Copilot or in a Teams, right? So they did a one meeting on a 7 a.m. and they want to be get the insight of that particular meeting. So he just write Copilot, or he just use a Copilot to monitor all the disagreement into that meeting, right? And after that meeting, he wants to be summarize those meeting into their email and share those email to the concerned person, right? So what he can do, he can summarize her email thread from all the day and before, and using the Copilot, and also utilize a Copilot while sending a MOM, while sending a information of that meeting to any concerned person, right? Even 9 a.m. again he is using a Copilot. He is doing another meeting, right? So after that, you can see in 2 p.m. is a long session meeting which was done by the customer side, and he wants to be create a plan, or he have a meeting and he wants to be create a bonus plan. So he can use a Copilot in Word and create it in a very quickly manner, right? So this is the way that you can schedule your work, or you can utilize a Copilot while working with a different application. So this person using a Copilot in a Teams with the customer call in the morning. After that, he's using an Outlook or using a Copilot in Outlook to summarize all the emails or long thread emails which they are getting, and also looking for the important emails. After that, he's also again doing the Teams meeting in a Microsoft Team and using a Copilot to summarize it. After that, he needs to be create some plans, and he using Copilot in Word, and quickly he can create a plan. And again, he using a M365 Copilot to create a concern, to see overall the concern, right? So you can see here. So what he is trying to do, he there was a issue occurred in their production side, and he wants to be get the insight in a very quicker manner, right? So might be possible there is some emails regarding that issue, might be possible some chat is also doing in the Microsoft Teams related to that particular issue. So using a M365 Copilot and summarize all the information on that particular issue. Right? So this way that you can plan your day with the M365 Copilot in executive level. Similarly, you you can plan a Copilot in finance also, right? And 70% or 80% of the people who are comfortably using an AI for their analytic work, right? So most of the time, finance people are using Excel, right? Or sometimes they are using a PowerPoint. So how they can use it? So in the starting, he will start with an Excel with the Copilot. He can create a report, he can create a estimate or whatever data he wants to be do it, he can do it from here. And after that, he can do a meeting in a Microsoft Teams. Again, he is using M365, creating using a Copilot in PowerPoint, in a Teams and Excel. So the people who are working in the finance, they started a day with an Excel and using a Copilot in Excel, and also ending a day in an Excel with the Copilot. So this is how you can plan your day. This is how you can utilize a Copilot in your day in a different applications. Right. So quickly, I want to be show you one video which helps you. It's a customer side information. The people who are already using a Copilot. So what type of advantages or what type of benefits they are getting after using a Copilot into their work life. Right. So I'm just want to be play this video for your understanding. So you have seen in the video that how the people are using a Copilot in a different tasks, and how they are just saving their time with the help of Copilot, right? So similarly, you can see here that this is a study, right? And it shows that the people who are missed a meeting in the Microsoft team. So without a Copilot, they need a 43 minutes, right? So they need to be here all the recording of 30 minutes recording, and after that he needs to be some write some pointers or some summarization of that particular meeting. But with the Copilot, you can do it within an 11 minute. And 11 minute is a far more than what we are using a Copilot, right? Even you can do it in a 1 or 2 minute. If you really want to be create a meeting, or if you really want to be create any MOM, you can do it, or a Copilot will do it within a minute. It will not take even a 11 minute, right? So you are going to be save your 40 minutes time with the help of Copilot. Similarly, if you really want to be search any informations in your work tab, in your work applications, so with the Copilot, you can do it within a 18 minutes. But without a Copilot, you have to be spend around 30 minutes. Again, you are going to be save around 10 or 12 minutes of your time, right? Similarly, in the draft also. So you can see here that if somebody using a Copilot in these three application in a day, right? He's going to be save a 40 minutes in a Microsoft Teams. We're going to be save a 30 minutes while searching any information. is going to be save around 10 minutes while drafting any document. So almost 1 hour he is already saving this time while working with these only three applications. Might be possible you have to be repeat this task 2 times in a day or 3 times in a day. So it means you are going to be save your 3 hours, right? And this is the way you can utilize a Copilot into their work applications, and you can save your time. So that's why we are saying that Copilot always help you to increase your productivity, right? So whatever the things you have to be, or whatever the informations you are looking for, where you have to be spend around 1 hour, you can do it within a 10 minutes, right? So this is the way that you can save your minute. Similarly, this is just one mm, graph that, or one description that what how much time you are going to be saved with the help of Copilot. So you can see here saving 1 hour at per rate of 20,000 or 2 lakh dollar per year, save $100, right? So it means the executive who is working in the organization and their payment or their pay is 2 lakh dollar per year, and he's going to be save a 1 hour every day, right? So he is going to be save a lot of money. Similarly, manager also a individual contributor. So this is the way that you can utilize a Copilot, or you can save your money, or along with that you can increase your organization or employee productivity, right? So productivity or ROI is the most important thing which people are you looking while using an AI technology, right? So let's go into the live demonstration. So I'd request to my colleague Twinkle Sadeva. She will help you out with the live demonstration of a Copilot in a different applications. If anybody have any question, please write us in a chat. We will address it. Right? Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Sure, Nishant. Thank you for the brief introduction. Yeah. So, would like to introduce myself. My name is Ringa Sachdeva, and I am Microsoft Certified Cloud Consultant. So, I would be sharing my screen and explaining you about Copilot, how exactly Copilot can be helpful for your organization. Okay. So, yes, we can create presentations from Copilot. We can create documents with the help of Copilot. Even we can draft emails with the help of Copilot. Also, you can see that Copilot will be integrated within each and every application for you. Whether it's PowerPoint, we can see that in blank presentation, we have Copilot to create the presentation. In Word, we have Copilot to draft documents and to summarize our documents. Okay. Even in Outlook, we have Copilot to summarize our lengthy email trails. We have Copilot to plan our day. Even we have Copilot to ask what exactly we have in this complete email trail. And I can also align one-on-one meeting with the person to discuss about the topics. So now I will be creating the presentation, starting with the applications first. So in Copilot for PowerPoint also we have two options. One is to create the presentation from a particular file. If you have anything saved within your OneDrive, it can take the presentation. It can basically just have to click this particular prompt, and yes, you have all the files over here. It can only take your PDFs and your Word documents. So for an example, I will be creating the presentation for the majestic elephants giants of the animal kingdom. This is the Word document, and you can see that Copilot will be drafting the complete presentation on the basis of this. Similarly, the second option will be for us is to create the presentation about the from the internet. So you just have, if you have any topic, you can create the presentation from the web also. We just need to give more precise prompt to Copilot so that Copilot can understand what exactly we need in which slide. Here are the slides. You can see these are the slides that have been created from my Word document. Now, same, I am creating a blank presentation. create the presentation on Microsoft security products, which includes Microsoft Defender, Microsoft Intune, Microsoft Purview, and Entra ID. So you can see that I just gave a prompt. Now Copilot is gathering the information from the web or fetching the details from the internet, and then it will be giving me up the results. Also, you can specify the number of slides you want, what exactly you want in first slide or second slide. You can ask Copilot to write on that. It is generating the slides, adding the slides and title to the content. It will also add the pictures relevant that is relevant to my topic. So you all can see that I have on an average 27 slides with conclusion. And we have, this is the agenda. Then we have introduction to Microsoft security products, overview of Microsoft's approach to security, integration of security across Microsoft's ecosystem. Then we have importance of cybersecurity, features and capabilities, protection against malware and viruses, integration with other Microsoft products. Then we have Intune overview, Purview overview, and then we have Microsoft Entra ID overview. So this is how Copilot will be creating the ready to go presentations. Okay, these are ready to go presentations. If you want to change anything, we have designer. You can create the designs for your particular presentation. Then we also have Copilot, wherein if you want to add more slides, or if you want to add an image related to this particular slide. So yes, you can add an image. You just have to give a description, what exactly you are looking for. Or if I want to add more images, add more slides. So yes, I can simply ask Copilot to add more slides for Microsoft data loss prevention. Here it is. So Copilot added more slides on understanding data loss prevention, key features of Microsoft DLP, implementing DLP strategies, and then benefits of Microsoft DLP. This was about Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, how Copilot can be used in your PowerPoint slides and how Copilot can benefit in terms of to create slides. Now, same if we move to the blank document. So in Word, what are the features of Copilot? We can draft a document, a fresh draft. We can create an outline. We can also create resumes. Also, here the Copilot will be helpful to summarize your documents. It can be your 20 pages, 50 pages, or 100 pages of document. So yes, Copilot can be helpful for the same. So now, if I simply go and create a document, create a proposal or organization for Microsoft security products. So now same, it will be fetching the information from the internet and then it will be giving me up all the document which I have asked for. Additionally, likewise, we have created one presentation from a Word file. We can create a Word document from a presentation also. We have an option to generate. Okay, we have an option to basically integrate any kind of presentation or a PDF in this particular Word document, and then yes, we can create a Word document on the basis of our presentation. So here is an option. This clip will be for your reference of your content. You just have to ask Copilot to summarize. Again, I can click on this and I can choose any file. Like if I take presentation 2, it will be giving me up the summary of that presentation too. So it can convert your presentation into a Word file, and same in PowerPoint, that can convert your Word file into a presentation. Here it is. Also, we can create an image related on the basis of my description. Like if I simply ask Copilot to generate an image of people working on laptops in an organization. We can choose one to insert within our document. These will be the images Copilot will be generating. And these will be AI generated images, does not contain any kind of copyright. Meanwhile, you will be able to see that we have prompts also. Okay, on the basis of our prompt, on the basis of my first prompt, Copilot will be automatically be giving me some suggested prompts, like summarize the document. Is there a call to action? Let us just first insert the picture. Here it is. You can see that these images are AI generated. This is the prompt gallery wherein you can choose your task and choose your job type so that you will be able to get some suggested prompts. Now, if we simply move to Excel, so in Excel, you'll be able to see that I have some data. This is a sample data of e-bike inventory. And yes, you can see that Copilot is already integrated. So the prerequisite to use Copilot in Excel is that your data must be in the raw format. Then you need to convert it into a table. Okay. Additionally, you just have to save your file in your OneDrive so that Copilot will be able to read your multiple table or a single table and can get you all the basically summarization, analyze. It can analyze your data and it can give you pivot tables on the basis of your particular data. So Copilot can create formulas, Copilot can understand your table, Copilot can apply color formatting, and also you can ask a number of questions related to your data. So first we will be generating some such formulas so that I can insert it into a table, and then we will be creating a pivot table. Here it is. So it created a formula for stock value per gear. Okay, and I can simply go and insert it. Here is your formula, and here's the description of that formula. Now, show data insight. You can see that Copilot is automatically giving me some suggested prompts. So I can simply ask Copilot to show data insights. Here it is. It gave me it analyzed my data, and it analyzed all the RRP by product category. I can simply go and insert it into a new sheet so that I can get the pivot table of it. I can click on this, and yes, you have the pivot chart fields over here. You can edit it. So if I want to create a dashboard, so I can also create a dashboard wherein it will be adding all insights to into a grid form so that I can present it with someone else. You can see over here. So this is the kind of dashboard Copilot will be creating for you, wherein you have all the pivot tables which can be edited. You can edit it anytime. Then we can apply color format also. So I will be applying this color formatting of yellow, red, and green scale on max rider height. Apply red, yellow, green color scale, green color scale on max rider height. So here we have applied the color scale of red as the minimum and green is the maximum, wherein yellow will become then your medium. Okay. This was all about Excel. Okay, how Excel can, how Power Copilot can be used in Excel. Now, if we switch to email, so in email you can see that we have summary by Copilot. Okay, in summary by Copilot, you will be able to see that will be able to summarize all our emails, lengthy email trails. We can summarize. If I click on if I click on any email, I will be getting summary by Copilot. We just have to click on this and it will scan my email and then it will be giving up me the summary. Also, I can simply ask Copilot to schedule one-on-one meeting with any of the person which is available. So I am asking to find a time to meet with MOD administrator. Here it is. So it will be giving you the suggested time, that is 3:49 p.m. to 4:19, and I can simply go and send it. Okay. Also, if I want to draft something, a new email, I can draft it with the help of Copilot. Like, thank team for joining the webinar. So, or Copilot will automatically draft email for you. Here it is. So there are some options, like you can make it longer, you can make it shorter, or you can change the tone of it. Okay, you can make it direct, casual, formal, or you can create a like a poem. Now we have Copilot in Teams also. So Copilot in Teams will help you. There are two kind of tabs. One is web tab, which will be acting as a search engine for you, okay, outside through internet. Then the work tab we have, wherein it will be acting as a search engine within your OneDrive. So you can see that if I have any documents, so I can simply ask Copilot to compare it for me. Compare. Again, we have an option for add content. I can choose any content, whether it's my Excel sheet, whether it's my documents, Word documents, or whether it's my PDFs. So it will give me the complete summary or comparison. Here it is. Here it is, the complete comparison between the two PDFs or two Word profiles. Also, you can see that these are the suggested prompts Copilot is giving. Second is we can also create an agent for our own personal use. We can configure it, or we can describe what exactly what agent I would like to create. Okay, like if I want to create a career coach, so you'll be able to see that I will be creating a career coach. On the basis of that, the description, I can add the instruction, the purpose, and the goal. I can add the knowledge base or enable the web search. The actions will be, it will be created with the help of uh, only it will be for me, it will only for my personal or internal use. I can also add knowledge base, okay, knowledge sources. I can also add up to 20 knowledge sources, which can be my folders, which can be my files, or which can be any website. And these are the starter prompt. So if I simply go and create hi team, so you'll be able to see that this personalized chatbot is already created for me. I can use it for career coach. I can use it for my personal use. I can ask Copilot if I have exam scheduled or if I have a training schedule. So I just have to upload a knowledge source and yes, we are good to go. It can help me to study. Okay. So yes, team, that is it from my end.
Thank you very much, Twinkle. Nishant, would you like to add something more? Okay, so Nishant and Twinkle, thank you very much for such a detailed understanding that you have provided us about Microsoft Copilot. I think this is has been very insightful for the complete audience. The way you have conducted the demo, showcasing how Copilot acts uh, in Microsoft Teams, Outlook, Excel, PowerPoint for different personas and for different use cases. It has been very insightful me personally, I would say, and this really helps us understand how let's say a marketing person or an accounting person can use Copilot in their day-to-day use and how it saves the number of hours for them and ultimately the business benefits it brings for the complete organization. So once again, thank you to you. Now I would proceed ahead to take our audience on a brief understanding about ZNet Technologies as an organization. I understand that many of you has been connecting with us and you know ZNet quite well. But for those who are joined us for the first time, I would take 1 minute to explain about ZNet Technologies. ZNet was founded in 2009 by Mr. Munesh Chadon. We are headquartered in Jaipur, India. Till date, we have served more than 50,000 customers. And being an ISO certified organization, we have our in-house set standards which we follow to provide the top-notch support and services to our customers. We also have a access to a very wide partner network with more than 400 partners who are actively transacting with us. And the biggest distinguishing factor, which I would say, is our digital presence compared to any other service provider who are offering, let's say, Microsoft services. We have a better digital presence. We have more than 650,000 users visiting our web properties on an annual basis. And we have processed more than 500,000 orders till date. And one of the special points I want to highlight is that we have been featured by IDC Forrester in their research studies. And one of the primary reason for that is we are rated by more than 20,000 actual customers on Shopper Approved who have rated us 4.5 out of 5 for their customer experience on our digital platform. So that's a brief about the organization. Now something on the special platform that I was talking about. What is the special about ZNet? Why you should consider procuring Microsoft Copilot from ZNet? You see that on your screen, this is the ecosystem. There's a market opportunity which is presented by tech giants like Microsoft and others. And then there are industry players, the channel partners from whom the end customers generally procure their solutions. So we see that there is a gap between these three pillars, and ZNet is trying to bridge that gap by creating this ecosystem, creating this platform called ZNet Live Marketplace. On our marketplace, we provide or we empower our customers with complete automation where they can discover the solution as per the requirements, and then also connect with the right resellers, right channel partners to procure the solutions from them. And to showcase you this in detail, I would proceed ahead on the next slide. Uh, in this slide, you can see that there are some gaps in the current ecosystem where the customers generally are not able to find the right packages or plans on the service providers website. They do not have a better experience on the digital platform, and that's why they are not able to place a direct order, and neither they are getting a prompt support on while placing the order. So this proves to be a bad customer experience. And to overcome it, we have created our own marketplace, Terminator Marketplace. I will share the link of it in the chat. I So that you can also explore it. Just allow me a moment. I'm sharing the links. So I pasted the links. You can go through it as well. And I was talking about this marketplace. Here, the customers can directly visit the marketplace, or they can come via our channel partners who are listed here. And based on their uh, some keywords, they can discover the solutions like Microsoft Copilot and other offerings which are available. And the best part is that you can place your order instantly, make a payment, and you will receive your license instantly. Within 2 to 3 minutes, you can uh, actually have your license in your email inbox. And you also get a customer panel where you can manage these licenses, upgrade your services, procure more services, access the support team, and also renew your services when it is due. So this was about the marketplace which we are creating. I have shared the link about it, and this is the overall offerings which you can find on the marketplace. Like you can see the cloud offerings, SaaS offering like email and productivity. Then there are cybersecurity and data and AI offerings which you can find on our marketplace. Uh, and this is the brief uh, highlight of the certain screenshots from the marketplace just to show you the glimpse of it. And one important thing is that if you are not an end customer, if you are a service provider, if you are an MSP, you can also get yourself listed here. You can become a channel reseller on the marketplace, and the customers will directly purchase it from you. And this is a screenshot of the sub marketplace that you get on our website on the Netflix marketplace as an MSP. And for more details, you can connect with us about it. And to summarize it at the end, we are also enabled by Copilot a lot. We use it internally as well, and to help our audience, to help our customers make better use of Copilot's features, we have started a educational series for Copilot, which we are uploading on our YouTube channel. You can see certain screenshots on the screen right now of our videos that we have created, how you can use Copilot in Word, in Excel, how you can create better presentations, what are the special features in Copilot which you might be missing. You can visit these videos on our YouTube channel. I have pasted the link of the channel in the chat window. You can use it to visit it. And also, I would suggest you can subscribe it. And this will really help you to stay updated with the features and how you can better use it. So that was it from my end about uh, our partnership with Microsoft. Why you start using Copilot, which I see that Twinkle and Nishant have covered in detail. They have helped us understand about the complete features of it. And now, if you have any questions about the product, please feel free to ask them in the chat window. I see there are a couple of hands being raised. So we have Atul.
Pavan, we can give we have to be allow a mic to Atul and Vikram, then they can speak.
Yes, I have allowed the mic. So Atul, you can unmute yourself, and Vikram. You can also unmute yourself. So first we will go with Atul. Atul, please unmute to ask your question. Okay, Atul, can you hear us? I have allowed you the access to mic. Please unmute to ask your question.
Fine, Vikram, you can ask a question if you are on the call or the meeting.
Yes, Vikram, please go ahead with your question. I think Vikram is
I think they
also.
are not
Hmm,
on the correct. Okay.
okay. So I would just, if there are no questions right now, I have pasted my email ID on the screen. You can feel free to connect with me on the email. And after this session, we will be sending the recording of this today's webinar with all of you. And you can use it to understand the features. If you want to revisit the demo, this recording will be really helpful to you. And our team will be in touch with you. So if you have any query, please feel free to get in touch with us. And I would just like to conclude by thanking every one of you for joining us. And a special thanks to our speakers today, Nishant and Twinkle, for helping us with the great insights on Microsoft Copilot.
Thank you everyone for your joining this session. I hope you all understand what is Copilot and how you can utilize a Copilot. And in future, if you need any question, if you want to be clarify any of your doubt, you can directly reach us to Pawan, and we can help you with your questions. Right? Thank you everyone. Once
Thank you,
again, bye
Nishant.
bye.
Thank you, everyone.